Mm, all right, we'll begin in 4 minutes. 10:05 Hong Kong time. Anyways, we'll be beginning in 2 minutes. And just skimming through the questions. And also asking LoreKeeper some of the stuff. What are your advantages by Xuanlu? Wow, that's an old question by an old member. Well, that's many old questions by an old member. Interesting. All right. Okay, let's begin. See who they do a bit more people all the time. Slow start. All right. I'll just quickly address part of the cards question right off the bat. So, wanted to do a sneak peek today, but LoreKeeper prohibited me from showing the PvP build that he received on Friday because there's too many bugs. He says he was seeing corpses being dragged around during PvP. It's not that bad, but I guess he said he wants to he wants to brush up some of the bugs and adjustments before showing. So he promised me a build next week for the PvP. Well, I'm still wondering how to show it because it needs more than one people to play it. But I guess I can always open up 2 accounts and play against myself. As for season 2, the scope was confirmed last week, like the final scope for the season 2, and then a lot of the stuff in place right now is not put in the build. I mean, well, I'm gonna show like a bunch of videos of the new skills that you guys will be seeing. That will be implemented to the AMA, I guess, and Alpha Spec Ops. As I go through some of the weeklies, it looks pretty cool. A lot of warrior skills being implemented. I look forward to using it myself as well. But yes, I can expect the warrior to be a very, very hands-on class. Okay, back to the original questions. Jenny, can you tell me what are your advantages? That is a really, really old question. Well, to answer that nowadays, I guess one of the advantages we have right now is that we have a playable demo, sort of like an MVP or a closed alpha, you can say, that is of a much higher quality in terms of game design, level design, UI, and the UX compared to a lot of other games. So far, the feedback we have from a lot of people who tested the game are really, really good, and we're also preparing the Guild Wars. The PR should be out next week, and we have a lot of groups joining us. So you'll be looking to play against a lot of other people on the servers very soon. The advantages for us, as always, I guess, is the quality of the product and our genre. I always say that out of all the games in Web3, a lot of them, their ultimate competitor would be their Web2 equivalent, meaning there are a lot of games right now that incorporate NFTs for like PUBG style, for overworld third-person shooters, free roamers, sandbox roamers. Also, there's a lot of hard turn-based battles. A lot of them do not host unique gameplay or gameplay elements or unique play styles, so to speak. And ultimately, I foresee that their biggest competitor, for one, is their development time, and when they're done, can they compete visually and on a game design level with the existing Web2 counterparts? A lot of first-person shooters and third-person shooters have their graphic styles and their gameplay styles significantly enhanced over time, and there'll be several big titles coming up. Well, the titles that show promise last year in FPS or third-person shooters be enough to compete against their Web2 counterparts when they finally come out at the end of this year or next year is a big question. But for Adpron, one of our advantages is that we do not have much competitors in the Web2 space. The battle style that you're experiencing now... Sorry, excuse me. That's not COVID. I don't know, but I'm picking up a cough some time ago. The battle style that we have, the god game genre that we have, is not something that will be easily replicated or can be found in the space in Web 2 as well. So that is one of our bigger advantages. As for our road plan right now, I guess that's the roadmap. This March, end of March is season 2. End of April is season 3, where we do the giant tournament thing to prepare some marketing events for the TGE in May. A little update on TGE later, and also the game launch should be 2 to 3 weeks after TG in the late May or June. And then that would be the battle launch. After the battle launch, we'll be doing some tournaments, some brand exhibitions, so to speak. Well, you can just assume it's game exhibitions and licensing booths afterwards. And then we'll launch the full simulation game in the second half of the year. Yeah, that's the current year's roadmap, so to speak. The longer one can be found in the what is Aperon forums at the beginning of the server. Any measures to deal with various emergencies? Well, we still have a very healthy treasury. So in terms of funding, we are going to be okay. I'm also doing some fundraising at the end of this month because I still have some availability in the private round. And I'm going to be discussing with some of the publishers in terms of an equity round, an early equity round that's supposed to come late in the year. But there's a few larger publishers and partners out there that's interested in Aperon, especially after we launched our demo, and I may work on the raising some fund with the equity with them for more of a co-publishing model. As I talked before, Ronan is one of the partners that's high on the list. Yeah, there's also a few others, but right now, Ronan, FunPlus, NetEase, Tencent, these are the ones that's likely happening, while Microsoft, Ubisoft, and what's that one? I forgot the last one. Is still in early talks. And then other emergencies, to be specific on the case of what emergencies then? What benefits will be brought to users in the future? Well, other than the ones we talked about, the Primevals, I'm talking to most of my friends around Asia. Well, not that much around Americas, but I still have a few. To line up some benefits for our Primeval users. It's pretty interesting, because I do know a lot of people in food and beverages around Asia. And also some of our daddies and our holders themselves have restaurants and stuff. So maybe we'll work on some interesting discounts, exclusives around the world. There's some hotel chains I know, so I'll line those up. It's a really bonus thing, but I guess it's pretty interesting. And then we are also working with the huge amount of collabs we're doing on the Guild Wars. We're going to establish a lot more closer relationships with several groups, some alphas, some game platforms, some gaming guilds, some other projects that are working closely. We'll be working on further collaboration or ecosystem integration models shortly after the tournament, and it will be interesting to see how early interoperability can be achieved. This is such as we're getting our exclusive channels in certain other game projects and other alpha groups and other gated communities. It's quite interesting. And then we can see if we can do more for our Primeval users to grant them access to look into these. How long have you been preparing for this project, and is it ready now? 7 years. And but to be honest, the full production is around 2 years. So is it ready now? Well, you guys are playing the demo. And as I said, once the demo is in, a lot of the other stuff can be moved in quite swiftly. I'll show you guys where some of the videos are at, and the other skills. So right now, the priority in the pipeline is that they are going to, there's two things. One, on the development side, they're working on the PvP build, which is something we need to test early, so it takes precedence over the Season 2. While the Season 2 build, the main event for the Season 2 build is the other two classes and the 12 Apostle skills. So the implementation of these other classes and skills takes first over the rooms and the other stuff, which will come in later after the skills, which to be honest, they're all happening in parallel, but you will be seeing the other classes in action first, and then you'll be seeing the rooms and the other challenges. So hopefully, you guys will still get your hands on the internal testing build around mid-March. That's what we planned. Okay, Goat. How's it going? Good, except for the cough. It's just a cough. I have no fever, no nothing. So I'm working perfectly fine. It's just coughing. Do we have a date for the startup thing? Yes. Internal tests for the Wranglers and maybe the Primevals will happen on the 20th, and the public launch will be at the end of the month on the 28th. LoreKeeper is pretty confident, so this timeline may be moved up, but please assume public launch for self-orbiting is on the 28th, while the rentals using USDC will be available on March 31st, he says. Again, this is humble estimates. The final dates may be available earlier, and USDC rentals will begin. The testing will be available for removals on March 20th on our internal servers as we bug fix. But so the 20th of each of February and March will be the internal test dates. The alpha site test is not available, but the internal test will begin on the 20th of each month, and the rollout for the public will be at the end of the month. I'll confirm him the dates. I think the dates can be confirmed on after the 20th when you guys test the alpha sites and the Primeval channels. We'll go for the whitelist, similar to how we've done it for the marketplace and the demo. Previously mentioned. So feel free to watch out for the Alpha Stack Ops channel to look for the testing of these orbits. And then, is there any big event before Season 2? Well, the Gaming Guild is the whole focus for the entire demo 3 seasons leading to TGE and game launch. I've talked about in the daddies and the chats. The official version, I think we can talk about it. Oh, we can talk about it today as well. I'll talk about the guild wars at the end of the AMA. I'll open up. After the AMA, so I can go to the. I'll go to Town Hall and then share my screen and talk about it. That's a little PowerPoint that I have. And what do you think about the recent market? Do I have any advice? Well, I really expect the current market to be really turbulent. Not that turbulent, to be honest. It's more stable than we considered. But still a lot of uncertainties around the world. I'm more concerned with the greater global economy than the crypto market, which is faring better than the global economy. But I wouldn't make any huge moves out there as it's still rather unstable and still currently on a global financial standpoint, the safer play is still rolling on the U.S. government bonds. And I haven't really seen much play out there. I've been talking to some algo trading funds, both in the global market and in crypto. But still, the performance and the returns are still quite staggering. Not staggering as in quite volatile. So nothing really much to really hang out on. I still foresee a downtrend in crypto right now. It's priced higher than a lot of people expected. So I'll handle with care and don't try to overextend yourselves. Especially don't go for margins and don't go for um, what do you call that? Borrowing. That would be ideal. House PvP, have you tried? Can we have a speak? Next week. Next Sunday is definitely doable for the PvP. After LoreKeeper, do some picks. I haven't tried it. I watched the blockchain team play 2 rounds. Um, it works. The avatars are because the leveling they didn't fix. So much what they'll be fixing this week is the leveling, because right now somehow the builds got a bug where the avatars at level 86 and the apostles are at a younger level. So the apostles pretty much die very easily, and you'll be seeing 2 avatars dancing around trying to dodge each other's attack and throw some skills out. But assuming the avatar levels and the apostle levels can be balanced, there's a lot of unique combinations that can be tried right now. And well, I can't wait to try it myself as well, because the ones who are trying it's not that great. I mean, the entire company average time and the game design time is around 30-ish minutes. I mean, I think only I am in the 20-minute version, so I can try it better. Okay. Baby Tiger, will we have any special event for upcoming Valentine's Day? I left this to the overseers. But I recall, well, next week is the Apostle Raffle, so we'll be announcing the Apostle Raffle, and that the snapshot should happen. 1 second, let me bring up my calendar. On Friday or something. Wait. On Friday, the 17th. On Valentine's Day, we'll also be doing the third batch of Game Time Snapshot for our planet holders. Good news is, well, we've got over 20-ish new planet holders, actually, over the demo. Hopefully there'll be more once the Gaming Guild events go into full swing. We attract more users. One of the interesting news is we've actually successfully attracted a lot more American communities and players to play, and yeah, it's a market that we always want to target. The snapshot of the raffle should be happening on next Sunday for the planet raffle. Around 10 planets will be raffled out for our apostle holders. More details on Monday. What do you think about daily check-in for the game? Yeah, we'll have standard stuff like this to enhance retentions. So there'll be a check-in rewards for the game, and there'll be those typical 7-day, 14-day server opening events. Always has a date on Valentine. A calendar. It's a very Googled joke, but thanks, Baby Tucker. I'll be assigning some souls for each of you later, based on the quality of the questions and the joke. Baby, what about next patch for the day in demo game? I actually have it right here with me. So the next patch is 3.11 that you guys will be seeing next week. It features to add a pop-up to allow users to retry after a failed network request, support camera option to adjust skill zoom level and default view level, some bug fixes. The total time in victory or defeat screen should reflect the exact time the server will count. Actually, I have no idea what this means. I can play the build, but I just didn't have time this weekend. Fix the duplicate mouse cursor. Oh, I love this one. Not see that. And then fix the danger display not disappear even after apostle field back above danger level. Fix the UI on the largest resolution scale. Fix some device that may keep crashing after the first crash. Fix the Storm Spear preview. This is a good one. that apostle's not showing that in the apostle page. And pick some apostles that may only show 2 skills in the apostle page. Okay, skill balance changes. The warrior's ice cold armor is getting enhanced. The rogue's can't touch this is getting enhanced as well. And the duration of the hunter's invoked spire has been significantly increased. Yep, that's 3.11. We'll be rolling up next week, I guess. Early next week.这个有没有用？我是听不懂的。哦，保安。Okay. 保安 when this takes an online time with star rental system. I'll answer that in the Chinese. 它有些我从来不知道这个 star 的中文应该怎么说。这个我叫他们做太阳吧。那些太阳的功能呢？就是在2月20号就有这个 Primeval 的 testing 在我们的 Alpha 的 Marketplace， 然后他们会2月28号在这个就可以在 Marketplace 就可以公开用了。那这个就是在第一阶段是只可以用自己的太阳只可以给自己。我好久没说普通话了，普通话已经又退回以前要多找一些中文的也没做。好，继续。这个自我挽留啊，怎么说？这是用自己的星球这个环绕自己的太阳是在2月28号上线，然后可以注册给别人用这个 USDC 呢，就是在3月31号的，这个就是 LoreKeeper 给我的日子，然后在我们 Alpha 测试的就是在3月20号，但是这些日子应该是会早一点的，早一点点的，不会早很多因为他们现在试的时候应该都挺 OK 的，但是说就是这样，都是跟这2个 timeline。The rent cycle seems to lengthen. 这个不太明白是想说什么。Any news about our PFP project? PFP 那边应该会在游戏上线左右才会有，所以就应该是在5月到6月这份才会有。一开始我们应该会可能先做别的 project 的 PFP， 比如说有些 Gojira 有些是 Senogaki 有些是其他的 PFP NFT project， 我们会跟他们合作让他们让他们用在我们的 marketplace 里面有一些特别的功能。Recently, the market may have relatively stabilized after we consider discussing cooperation with Binance. 这个挺好。这是我们有跟 Binance 磋谈。他们呢我们有3个 TG 的方向。第一个就是 Binance。Binance 的话呢，其实如果要跟他们做 listing 的话呢，就要把我们的 valuation 在 list 的时候呢下降到这个5000万美金到6000万美金这个阶段，因为我知道 Binance 他们最近开始找一些游戏的 project， 而他们的 ideal 的 valuation 就在那里。但大家都知道，我们的 valuation 在 listing 的时候是1亿5000万，就是在这个1亿5000万这个，所以如果我们做 Binance listing 呢，我们就要把我们的 valuation 压到大概8000万左右吧。可以这样做的，但是在这个 tokenomics 的分布上要做一些调整，会不会是最优的选择呢？那就要看我们的另外2个选择的方向。因为我自己就不太想把自己的 valuation 压到哪里，因为虽然是 Binance， 但是压下去的目的他们也只是想做一些比较容易做2倍3倍的这样的回顾给自己的 internal team。 我的意思就是说，在 Binance Listing 的时候，他们会拿大概5到7%的，他们的 Unlock 的玩法也是在跟着以前牛市那个玩法，不太健康。对我来说，从一个项目的观点去看，我想做的不是那个方向。但是当然了，登上Binance 也是一个很大的好处，也要再探讨一下。另外两个方向，一个就是走这个 DEX 的方向，玩法就跟 Animal 的 Project 他们一样，就是自己控制大多的 liquidity，然后慢慢的配合呃marketing 跟找一些真正会玩这个我们的游戏的玩家，去慢慢把这个价格跟这个市场做大。有好有坏，坏那边就是其实他们控制那些bots，那些机器人的攻击需要挺大的力气，而且会只有两个方法，一个就是做 white hat sniping，第二个就叫做这个 smart contract alteration，两个都不太理想，但是还不知道Animal 他们会怎么处理这些，我们会看着他们然后看着自己的方案。第三个方向就是跟一些像 Ronan 这些 chain 跟他们 co-publish，co-publish 我们的游戏，再跟Sky Mavis 谈一个3到500万美金的一个 deal， 是做 co-publishing， 就是把整个我们的 project 放到 Ronan 上。我们选择这样做，因为其实 Ronan Chain 他们用户很多，虽然实际用户小了，但是始终在现在的市场上，我们做了统计，应该大概只有1万到15000个支持玩家在 Web3 Gaming 这块，这是很小，而在缩小。所以如果要跟很多不同的 project 的方向一样，在今年就是生存的话呢，其实在 Ronan 上应该是最大的生存的几率是最大的，因为他们始终有最多的数据，他们的 treasury 也是应该那么多个 chain 里面最多的一个，而且Ronan Chain 他们其实我看他们只会 on board 大概五个吧，third party developer 的 project， 就是第三方的开发者的 project， 其他的都是他们想做 X， 但是他们 X 那一块其实发展的前途不大。所以，如果他们想把 Ronan 变成他们心目中的 Steam 的这样的一个游戏平台，他们其实需要一个更大的一个 project。而我知道，我在他们谈论的对象之中，我们的游戏的品质应该是其中一个最大的品质来的。而且我们本身的 tokenomics 跟 NFT 的系统，其实跟 X 有很多都可以互通的一些机制。所以对他们来说，我们是一个挺吸引的一个 project， 但是他们通常他们投资雅是在这个150万到50万，50万到150万这样的美金，所以我的开价对他们来说都挺高的，但是对我来说，如果他们不重点投资我们过去也没什么意思。我会放更多消息的这一块。如果谈得成的话，There is no problem. What do you want us community members to do to help you before the game goes online and straight to testing？其实这几个月最要紧的就是在Season One 呢，我们要多找一些好的Web3 的游戏写区，邀请他们参加我们的 Guild， 这个是一个挺大的东西我们想做，因为我们的目的呢，这 Season One 其实是一个 MVP 来的，要拿到真正的用户，应该要在 Season Two 跟 Season Three 那边才可以拿得到。我对我们现在的 product 都挺有信心在 Web3 里面，相比很多其他的 Web3 项目，我们的游戏的品质都非常高，所以很多 Web3 的玩家的用户，他们玩了我们的游戏以后，其实都对我们的游戏都蛮有信心，所以 我想在这个 Season One 这个时段呢，多找很多不同的游戏社区，让他们玩。这些游戏社区呢，通过我们的这个工会站的报名的话呢，这是可以帮自己的社区。我们要会核实他们的，他们是真正的大的社区和有 social 啊，有 NFT 有 token 的这些社区，我们可以免费安排一些很多很多不同的他们的账号去玩。而只要他们帮我们在他们的 socials 做一些宣传啊，比如说公开报道他们参加我们的 Guild Wars，跟有时候我们的 gameplay 上载到他们的 YouTube TikTok Instagram 这些频道的时候，我们就会给他们更多的 game time 去打我们的游戏。我们会有一个分开的工会战的一个排名榜。只给工会的，不是给个人的，让大家有一个小工会战在西生文里面。这一块就是我想大家如果有别的社区自己在Web 上游戏的社区他们有玩的话呢，请多多介绍。当然了，能介绍一个工会成功的过来，我们都会给奖励的。是可以是糖，可以是一些 NFT。详情我可以再说一下。Actually, so the last question is also pretty interesting. What's the focus that community members can help with? Well, we encourage all members to seek out Web3 communities out there, gaming communities out there to register in our coming April Guild Wars. I'll talk about this later as well. And those who successfully register, introduce one from outside will be rewarded. It could be either sugar for the daddies or some NFT rewards. I'll detail this out in the PowerPoint presentation later. Okay. Also, sorry, some water. Applying on the banned assets. Curious because I hate seeing them listed on OpenSea. Is it still listed? Actually, I recently finally established communications with one of the owners of the banned assets, and I told him to delist it, and he delisted it. Yeah, I don't think it's on OpenSea. I'll be reaching out to some of the banned assets to try and get them to send it back to me. And so yeah, I don't think they are being listed right now. Going forward, I'll likely put up an offer to sweep the collection offer. Personally, though, not on an official basis. Not very sure if it's good for official basis. But I'll offer the lower one, the lower end collection. And if the hackers do sell it, then I'll be able to pick them up and get it back to the original usage system client. Will the warrior get buffed soon? No. I think it's not a good thing to make any adjustments based on the Season 1 demo. There's also 5 other skills. The combinations that will be seen and the utility of them are quite different. Playing against PvE dungeons, playing against bosses, and playing against PvP bases are entirely different things, and basing your assumptions on their functionality in the Season 1 demo, which is an MVP of the PvE dungeon, is not exactly correct. I'm going to be able to use the other apostles before the actual game launch. In terms of using them, I'm not sure what you mean by using them. I mean, you can play the other 12 classes and all of the 8 skills in Season 2. And in terms of using the origins, the revels will be coming this week, and then the star revel will be coming next month. The minting of the apostles should be in the either April or May to turn them into apostles. And we'll also do some other apostles, from what I know in Lawmaster's mind. More details will be announced soon. Why did the domino turn red on the Valentine's Day? Because it's sort of. I don't get it. Oh, thanks for the joke over. And good job on the leaderboards. I'm four. Hello, Frank. What is the benefits of spirit core and how much does it cost? I haven't decided on the cost yet, but I will certainly hope it ranges around 1 ETH. But the benefits of the spirit core. So I'm typing this to Lester because we were talking about cross server um server integration benefits earlier. Let me find the messages. Just talking to him that let me find the message because I confirmed this. Okay, so in the works right now is it could be granting of additional relic slots after Armageddon. So you can assume that each Armageddon, when you reset a planet, you can only mint a limited amount of items into relics. It may only be one in the beginning, so you can only choose one possible to mint it based on your planet's age. But certain PFP's function is that it allows more items to be minted and turned into NFTs or relics after the Armageddon. The mini black hole cost for breeding can be deducted based on your PFP account's NFT's function. You can also decrease the aging costs and other game costs during gameplay. Certain special drop rates can be enhanced, or certain special apostle encounter rates or relic encounter rates can be up. When you consume another planet, sometimes there'll be a bonus special, a multiplier. It can enhance, this chance can be enhanced via your PFP NFTs. Access to special areas and universe, God the first map is available. And then there's also all for orbiter. Oh, these English is very hard to read. I can't read this English by Lawmaster. It's very hard to understand. Well, but there'll be many, mostly marketplace-oriented functions that can be enhanced, and some gameplay issues, encounters and troubles that can be enhanced. That's but that one will be those items and special troubles will affect more not gameplay balancing, but more on the PFP's own functionalities, because there will be a small equipment system for the PFPs, meaning the PFPs can be further customized with Apron or the first equipment. More will be told later. Yeah. To actually be able to see your PFP NFTs dancing around in the galactic cores coming up. The galactic cores act like lobbies, actually. There's also a Daddy core, if you guys don't want to buy all into one, or you can use the other projects we collab with. But of course, the upper PFPs will be the ones with more benefits, of course. Hound of Cloud, what do you think are really good examples of movies or series adaptation of a video game? Holy shit. Sorry. Could either be a live action or an animation. Do you have any favorites? Where do you see April's adaptation? Would it be aimed to be as good as those titles? What approach would it take? To be honest, off the top of my head, I don't think I've really seen a good adaptation out there. I mean, I've seen some interesting and weird ones. A really good one. They say the LOL one, the Arcane, is good. I haven't had time to see that. Um, no, not really seen any good ones out there, if you ask me. But the better ones usually will revolve in unique storylines that only borrows from the world settings, but not directly on the world settings, because a lot of game mechanisms are quite weird to be implemented. But the Warcraft one is good visually, but too much fan service. But storyline itself is too typical. I think if you ask me for a favorite one, which one was my favorite adaptation? Hmm. 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 The Hellboy series is okay. Yes, pretty much like Hellboy. The Abrams adaptation has two. One is one is actually a cross between animation and live action. Um, um, like the other is an animation series. We do want to go for a proper production, aiming at around 100 million production for the movie. So it should be at least as good as what money can buy in the top tier productions. We'd love to share the storyboard and the concept with you guys um, when we pitch them. So in the equity pitch coming up, there'll be tidbits of what it's like, and I can show you guys enough as backups. What approach would it take? Well, actually, I'll have to talk to Law Master on this one. Don't want to label up any stuff that's unconfirmed right now. But we do have high expectations of the animation and the quality we're going for. Because we do have quite good artwork and art directors with movie animation experience. Happy Sunday, Frankos. I was looking into the drive that you said last time. I can help but notice some of the assistant icon. So, okay. Let's see. So, the rooms. I'm going to open it up larger. So, in this image, on the starting from the left side, you see the two dudes hooking the sword. That's a special event room where you are supposed to save and rescue an apostle, if I'm not mistaken. Because this is not final, so please don't take my word for it. But the room type is final, so you'll be seeing these room types, but are they corresponding to this icon? I'm not sure. The apostle rescue room. So right now, when you play the demo, sometimes apostles come wander randomly, or maybe after elite battle that they're guaranteed. But in the future, the encounter rate of apostles will be pretty low, and you can only get them on a very rare chance or going through these apostle rescue rooms, where you'll enter a unique stage where an apostle will be trapped, and you have to rescue them by playing special conditions, such as like defending them or maybe attacking a subject within the time limit, or defeat a certain type of enemy to rescue that apostle. The guardian thing with this with the shield thing. It's actually a play mode where you can like it's like a survival game mode for a limited time to get past it. So maybe a 2 to 3 minute survival mode. But this one I am not exactly sure. So we'll have to talk. The flag thingy. Take a look. I have no idea myself too. Actually, I think these are some sounds. That's not. That's. What's the flag? I know there's going to be a story event choice thing, but definitely it shouldn't be this flag thing. And then to the right, it's two swords clashing. I don't know what that is either. I think this is actually a really old one. If I'm not mistaken. The new one should be more. Also, oh, I'm really stuck. Maybe I'll ask if this is final, but I don't think this is final. But yeah, I can talk about season 2 and some of the stuff in the VC chat later. Advanced Happy Valentine's, thank you. And just a joke. What flower gives the most kisses on Valentine's? Tulips. Oh, thanks, you. Phil, what is your plan to boost the user in our own marketplaces? Many newcomers will likely want to make transactions through OpenSea and don't know the existence of our marketplace. Well, I guess after the revamp, we will still have occasional events via our marketplace, but we should really plan those with clear rules and regulations later to further promote like breeding, selling on our marketplace, buying on our marketplace, um, or maybe minor, not leaderboard stuff, but simple milestone stuff that can be achieved with no harmful competition amongst the members. How do you check people who are eligible for the PvP NFT? Well, usually just do like screenshots and the hype of the attendance. So it's really just an attendance thing. So can't really help, but I'll be doing like secret screenshots here and there, probably with the amount of people coming and joining. If you have a good suggestion, please tell me. And to be honest, the numbers sometimes are well. Do they need to be here all the way, so to speak, and attend attentively? Well, that's certainly not the case. But I guess if there's ways to make it more interactive, I would definitely encourage those. Hey, where's the thingy? Okay. Any plan to make our marketplace to be a place where people can claim their airdrop rewards? That's what Lawmaster is trying to, and Law Scribbler is trying to do. But this again, this will have to be later down the development pipeline. But it would be an interesting one. Let me ask Law Scribbler on the timeline for this. Yes. Let's see. Okay. Moving on to E222, will Phone Emblem be phased out when a token be introduced? Any updates on the Star Rentals? The Phone Emblem will not be phased out, they'll always be there as a community reward. The Star Rentals, I think I updated before. The Blue, when will the offer button for trading NFT on Apple Marketplace? We can ask Law Scribbler, but I don't think they have a plan for that one in place anytime soon. Are you thinking about to open a battle demo for everyone to sign up? I'll want to test the game for around 15 minutes, like a Valentine's Day special gift then. Well, not on Valentine's Day, but the demo should be available for everyone to play after February, after season 1 leaderboard ends. And we'll make a change so that everyone can download the demo and play, but they cannot get enemies or participate in events unless they activate with a battle pass. The gamers and musicians have in common. Their fans are super noisy. Right? However, lately the breed function has been costing too much gas, almost $1 for each of them. It's very high compared to the average of polyamine cost. Does the development team have any plan to resolve this at the moment? So I sent this message to LoreKeeper, and he says the display and the final one is not the same. The final use gas should be around 1/3 of what MetaMask displayed. Well, can you double check this in and see if what Master says, LoreKeeper says is true, and if that answers your question? If not, feel free to ask again at the bottom. Sana, hi Frank. Any chance breeding costs will decrease for duals and pures? Breeding costs were reported to be 100 per breed in the past, or will this new agreement cost be permanent? The floor will be 100 per head, but the duals and pures are not meant to be bred easily, so it should be permanent and will not be adjusted. Mini black holes can still be obtained via various events, and those who participate in our events and stuff should have the ability to obtain more mini black holes. But of course, if you opt to keep selling the mini black holes instead of getting them to breed, then well, others can still buy them. But yeah, those and pures were never meant to be easily bred. So wouldn't. If it's only costs 100 per breed, it would pretty much be very disruptive for the entire rarity chain. So yeah, expect these costs to be permanent. Upon the launch of the star orbiting, will the rental be available right away, or will be only our own planets? Only your own planets in February. You can rent to others in March via USDC. End of February and end of March. What is the difference between Astrobar and Cooper Belt and Astrobar Ocelot? The different effects. They cosmetically, one orbits closer to the sun and the other one surrounds the outer edge of the entire solar system. The effects is actually, I think, the same right now. Well, there'll actually be more utility for the cosmetics afterwards, but right now they mostly affect the orbits and the mechanism. Okay, Howard Khan Season 2 answered that. And the other question, will you continue to be the de facto community manager and speaker after the game full launch? You're focusing on a different role and have someone else as a community manager. No, I think I'll still be sticking around being the community manager, but of course, in terms of community management and marketing management and stuff, I'll definitely find someone more capable. We're opening job titles and everything. Hopefully, we'll meet a good one that can do better digital marketing than me. But for speaking and public speaking and for the chit-chatting and stuff, I think I'll always be part of this in the community. And this will be the easiest place you can find me. And but of course, if we go for the full branding and everything, the time I can spend will be lesser. But I'll still be around in the DMs and in the AMAs. Will there be an in-game achievement for PvE and when will they come? Yes, we have an achievement system and a badge system of our own, and they will be available on game launch. Do you like to watch our playthrough videos? For more players post their playthrough. Well, of course, I enjoy watching playthrough videos. Well, but I usually only like to watch the ones that are either at a very high skill level or the ones that are so bad it's funny. But yes, all of you should be posting your playthroughs online. It would help the game a lot if you guys post your gameplay videos on YouTube, on TikTok, or on the tweets online. This actually helps significantly, both spreading the word, but also helps search engines. Right now, if you search Apron gameplay videos, it's still rather little, actually. We're hoping to see more, but with the Gaming Guild Wars, we're hoping to get more people streaming to help the SEO. Well, as for your 20-minute playthrough, well, it's up to you. It's your playthrough. I think not a lot of people will be able to get under 20 minutes. I still haven't seen anyone encounter the depth of IM4. So I did say based on the times of Opa and you. Oops, I shouldn't dox you. If you guys would have encountered the layout with only 4 battles before the boss on step 3, I think you guys would have been faster than IM4. But well, I don't have time to keep resetting and trying. I should really hope you guys have ran into that thing. But yes, it's your choice whether you want to post it or not. But going forward, we actually have a lot more partnerships, and we'll be sending our daddies around to help stream their gameplay and give some tips to other communities during the guild wars. So if you want to be a coach and learn some extra super or some NFTs, well, let me know, and I'll send you up to some communities to stream the gameplay and let them know, and teach them and coach them a little bit. Biku, rentals coming. Will the utility of Planet Age aside from staking be released before or after the rentals? Utility of Planet Aging aside from staking. I don't think anything will be released, so it will be SS. It's too much already in the pipeline to deviate. News on the God gameplay. Nope. Focusing on the battle first. You mentioned that the next leaderboard competition will be less time-based, so what will be based on next? I haven't finalized on this one yet. We'll update next. And answer that because questions too tough. Mario and Luigi's favorite fabric. Denim. On topic of adaptation, yes, you have to watch that card and also check out Last of Us. Oh yes, I heard a lot of good things about Last of Us as well. But no time to watch these stuff. Maybe I'll download and play it on the side when I work. Well, the information of the effects of the stars will be revealed. The information of the effects of the stars, in terms of where galaxy and type they belong to. I think they're already out. The marketplace. You can check the galaxy and constellation type tabs that they are at. Johnny. LVG high rank, will there be a limit on playing PvP per day? No, but the rewards claimable will have a limit. As for the amount of wins, that gets you enemies on weekly or bi-weekly basis. I haven't confirmed that. Will there also be quests available? It depends on what quests are you talking about. As in, like, daily quests for you to do, like, a certain number of battles or stuff like that. There'll be something like that, yes. That is joke. Did you know that diarrhea is hereditary? It's because it runs on the genes. Quite a heavy tasted joke there. Heavy, but sure. Thanks. Scalawag, good day, friend. Are there any going to be any daily quests coming out for the game? For the game demo. I don't think there'll be one for the game demo. We'll have one for the battle launch. Why do major bosses like Fireball so much? It's a well-rounded spell. That's a pretty good. Thank you, Skyward. 以前说 Web 不会是那种需要大量时间游玩的游戏，现在这个会更改吗？我现在有几十个球，怕玩不过来。其实就还不需要的，因为其实如果你有大量的球，你是应该 assign 给 scholar 玩的。如果因为每一个星球的游玩时间应该不多，但是你同时间有很多不同的星球的时候，你可以 stick 在不同的铺里面。比如说，其实我们现在的 staking 只是其中一种 staking 的玩法。 主要的 staking 其实是放在一些 scholarship 的 pool，或 stake 在这些太阳上的这些 staking。有多的时候呢，才有更多的方法去游玩不同的 mode，还有就是增加你的星球的岁数，也可以参加一些工会战的玩法。但是如果是一个星球的话，它游玩的时间应该不需要那么多的，尤其是当你游玩过以后，其实每2个星期你只需要打完了这5层的这个地层，就你都大概做了很多你需要做的东西，就是大概是你可以想象，每2个星期你需要打5层地层把星球的岁数推高，我们把这个星球的等级推高，然后做一些 simulation 的东西，这些有花的时间应该不多。然后 PVP 那边呢，你只需要维持你的战的 tier，它每2个星期应该打5到10场都可以维系得到的话，应该都是你一个星球需要的时间。当然，一开始之后需要多一点，但是往后其实要打这些应该不会花你每2个星期可能就上这4个小时吧。但是要看你有多你的竞争有多大，当然你要挑战最高阶最高段的话呢，要花的时间当然比较多。但是你要拿基本的奖励或高端一点的奖励的话，应该不多的。Okay. Sure, good day, Frank. Do you have the total number of planets? The number of players playing our demo? Can you share that number? Yes, I asked Lost People to share with me since the start of the demo. So right now the numbers are the battle passes burned is around 400-ish. Players who cleared the dungeon is around 200. And number of logins is played around 2,000 players have played the game. Don't see downloads anywhere. The total played hours is close to 2,000 hours. Around 2,000 players, 2,000-ish players played. Not a lot of them cleared though. 60,000 rooms cleared. 525 times the dungeon has been completed, but of course, same person can. This is calculating a lot of people playing the same build, not different people. Dead dudes. Well, that's a funny thing. Potions used is 20,000. The number of dead boots is 200,000, around 200,000. The number of dead apostles, dead dudes, is around 12,000. Downloads is maybe asked downloads. I don't see downloads. Golden Leaf, is there anything breeding wise that those with only one planet can do? Not really. You need 2 to breed. I mean, you can always lend a planet to breed. I think there's a certain third-party platforms that's doing that, but of course I wouldn't do that officially on our marketplaces. We do want to encourage people to own 2 planets to breed. Manic, what will be the go-to-market strategy for onboarding more non-crypto native gamers, if ever? In season 2 and 3, we actually have partners who are more, well, also they claim connected with Web2 gamers. Well, actually, one such would be Snack Club. Snack Club right now has like 25 active users on a weekly basis, but most of them only play Web2 games because they say there practically isn't a Web3 game they can play. I mean, there's Nino Kuni, and then there's also the MIR4 one. But those games, for them just ain't fun, and it couldn't attract them to play the game. So they are actually looking to do more collaboration with Aperon because they actually are quite bullish on Aperon. But I told them that, again, in order to really compete with them, we need the Season 2 and the PvP in Season 3, at least for a demo showing for them to really participate. For Season 1, it's a great experience, but it wouldn't be enough for Web 2. I think for non-crypto native users, we are going to compete directly with Web 2 games. So if your game is not as good as a Web 2 game on Steam or anything, then it is almost impossible to compete with them. But we definitely would be able to compete once Season 2 is out. But of course, obviously, the best competition would be when the game launches, when we have all the classes and stuff ready. And when we have the Google Play and the iOS version, free-to-play version ready. And then the strategy will be, we'll be finding the esports teams to collab. We actually have several esports teams that will be coming to the Gaming Guild competition. But don't worry, they are very commercial. So if you don't really pay them or anything, they won't really go very full head-on in the game. And actually, they need to take practice. And if we don't offer all those commercial deals and everything, they won't. The practice and everything will still be centered around what they are competing for on a global level in South Apron. But it would be fun to have them around. And of course, upon game launch, everything, we will talk more around these competitions, and hopefully we can get more of those non-native gamers. But then again, it's all about SEO and availability. So I think having the free-to-play build on Google and iOS is the key to reaching out to non-native gamers. The free-to-play build is pretty much like what you play in the demo. So you get a free planet. It's not exactly a free planet. It's a free-to-play planet. It's a seed, not a seed planet. These are two different things. So they get to play the tutorial, which lasts around 15 minutes to 1.5 hours. That's the minimum amount of game time a free-to-play game needs to be listed on Game Store or on iOS or Play Store. So we'll have that, where players can play some basic battles in the dungeons, and then also some simulation gameplay. And with that, they won't be leveling, they won't be able to earn, but they'll be experiencing all the basic gameplay elements. Of course, if they want to venture out into the universe or into higher levels on simulation or avatar gameplay, they have to own NFTs or have to be a scholar or have to be a Gaming Guild member and stuff. Not A5. Hi Frank, once the demo ended, when will it happen to the Luna and Solus? Right now they would not have any functions afterwards, to my understanding. But I guess, well, I shouldn't answer stuff, I guess. So yeah, well, currently no plans for them after the demo, so please use them for the demos. In Season 2 and 3, activating them should lets you get more rewards. But if you've already burned enough battle passes, there should be around 3 battle passes in the demo. It will also be activating all the Season 2 and Season 3 rewards. The extra ones, I would suggest you to sell them. Or send it to your friends. You can control them. No Aperon. Or if you bought too much, as I said, you can always sell me. I don't mind holding a few more. Right now, I need to send out so many battle passes. Yulon needs to send out so many battle passes. And we do foresee Season 2 and 3 to be where the mass onboarding comes. So, yeah, well, I'd suggest you sell them. Get a hold of them and sell them in Season 2 or 3. With more people playing the game. That's Thursday. Hi, Craig. For Season 2, since rules will be gated behind the battle passes, do planet holders still need to use them to earn more rewards or still limited to one claim? I think most planet... I haven't decided on this yet. But planet holders shouldn't be needing them. And if need be, we've been dropping... we did airdrop battle passes. Did we airdrop or did we do a pool? Oh, I think we'll be doing pools for them. But I think we can also airdrop passes to them for use directly because it's actually easier for us to airdrop passes and for you guys to use it and activate stuff instead of we activating on the planet side and doing separately on the pass side. I mean, from a development standpoint. So, but I think I mentioned it. I'll talk about it again, maybe you joined late. Uh, so self-orbiting begins February 28th. Internal testing for Prometheus and Alpha will be on the 20th. Things go well, maybe earlier, but not sure. We'll be clear after the 20th release. But yes, just stick. Well, I shouldn't give any random dates, but so yeah, February 28th is Self Orbit public release. March 31st, rental USDC to third party to other people on March 31st. While internal testing and preliminary testing begins on the 20th of both months. What is your worst pet peeve when trying to speedrun the demo? Mine is the random stuns from a shield bash. Hunter's stun arrow is not far behind. For me, let me recall. It was in the early days when I played against the boss, but it's not my pet. That's I think the problem is like when you're unable to block a summon back then, and then the enemy mage or the archer that you ignore somehow blasts black hole or stunned upon the mega jump attack from the boss. I mean, those are the worst moments, especially when I'm trying to tackle. I've tried several times in the past that I ran a perfect run, but then I freaking died at the boss because of some random incident. What happened to Mini Black Hole and Token Launch? Using two of this or something. The Mini Black Holes will be purchasable using the tokens, and we'll still be using the Mini Black Holes to breed. Okay. Let me see if there's any more questions. If not, I see someone typing. If not much more questions, I'll go to just the town hall to talk about the Guild Wars. So I'm going to show the PowerPoint and also show some of the sneak peek stuff. Yeah, I can show to everyone, just the godlike this time, and talk a bit about season 2. Because it's not a gaming build, I'll just show some stuff from the PowerPoints. I thought Manic was typing, but anything, Manic? Or are you prepared to go to the seaside? We can still type here, but let's move the AMA to the town hall. I'll see you guys in the town hall. Wait. Let me do a screen snapshot very quick. 43. There we go. Okay, let's go to the town hall. Town square. Hello. I'm here. Okay, opening up the PowerPoint. What word first? I think I talked about the scope one last week. So, show some pretty videos. Okay, this one. Stuff in our weeklies. Someone said just dragged a cigarette or something. sounded so relaxing. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, some of our weeklies. We actually have a lot of these stuff. But we go down to this. Hi. Hi. Where's the videos? Where's the videos? What is that? That's the cage. Oh, it's the rescue scene. This is the apostle rescue thing. And there's a cage, and you'll see an apostle trap. It's actually one of the artwork in the blog, if you have ever seen them. Oh, there we go. Mm, hmm.
One more coffee water? Yeah.
See who that is. That's TT. Mute TT. Oh, let me see what this is. Okay, oh, it's one of the warrior skills. Pretty straightforward. Range, sword throw, and drag. That's pretty cool. It's a dash, a flip. Did they flip him up? I didn't see. Oh, yes, it flips him up. Oh, it's a knockout and then knocked out. Can you guys do a larger screen if I. Yeah, you see, he knocks up the enemy and then throws him down with the dwarf avatar thing. Sorry, I just have to call it the dwarf avatar because it's a dwarf avatar. Oh, it's a commander skill. I remember seeing this in the so it slows and then stuns. Oh, slows and airlifts and stuns. Oh, I should really post these in sneak peeks. Okay, I need to remind overseers to remind me to do the sneak peeks. Oh, it's a summoning skill. Okay. The heck is that? Hmm. Cool and drag skill. Commanders have a lot of these skills that help them CC a lot of the it's around the field. Oh, that's really good. So, oh, this feels so what do you call that game? Something Royale, Battle Royale? No, Clash Royale. No wait, not Clash Royale. Brawl Stars. There's a unit in Brawl Stars that uses that somehow. I recall. Oh, this is the summon thing. Oh, it's tight. That's a rerun stuff. Okay. Well, there's something of the skills you can expect to see. I'll post them in the tweets sometime. And I really should should capture some gameplay from the demo and tweet them. Been very busy and always wanted to do that, but I didn't have time. Okay, and then going past this to the Guild Wars. Okay, well, this is the apparent Guild Wars that we've been doing. We've been promoting in the past 2 weeks. And gathering some name tags. So we were talking with different gaming communities about season 1 battle demo launch, what it says. There's some leaderboards and animas they can obtain. But what we were trying to get them to talk about is the Guild Wars. The Guild War will span all 3 seasons, and the final tournament will be in season 3, in May, That's before our TGE, and it will be a community-based competition, just like we did in the previous two Guild Wars. But this time around, it's not just gaming guilds; it's actually all gaming communities in the Web3 space, can even be Web2, to be honest. So these are the ones that we've been confirming, not just guilds, but also gaming platforms, alpha groups, and other gaming projects or Web3 projects that we have been in contact with. And they will all be participating, sort of like how Degenheim did the gaming community thing. And so we're reaching out to them to get them to sign up. So ultimately, on season 3, there'll be a $200,000 prize pool, and then it's to encourage the communities to play. The rewards will be sent to the community's treasury, not the players who participate. Of course, how they separate the rewards to these players is up to them. But for example, in season 1, the rewards will be a planet set. The planet set would be 3 to 5 planets with a whole bunch of black holes for them to breed the planets out so that they can rent it to their players to play in the future. Sort of like what a lot of our gaming guilds partners and invested partners did. They invested in both our tokens and an NFT package that involves the planets, the stars, and constellations to give them like a full ecosystem in Aperon. And so for season 1, we send the planet pools, and season 2, we will do stars, and season 3, there'll be an entire constellation and some USDC rewards for the finalists. Of course, we also offer ecosystem integrations for the top performing communities who spend the time to really play the game and work with us. Ecosystem integrations can be profile picture NFT integrations. It could be primeval privileges. It could be even apostle skills and NFT integrations. So so far the reception has been great, but so far we didn't go to the open access yet, because it is supposed to be an open invitation where any Web3 gaming communities can register. Of course, we will do a verification. When they register, we will have to check their socials, whether they have a proper social media account, a proper website, whether they have NFTs, they have tokens, or they have anything in the plans that's properly delegated, whether their communities are actually active members, that have their own thing going and unique uses. We'll check these. If these check through, then we'll open a group with them, and then we'll tell them to announce their entry in the socials. And then we'll assign playtime to them. The onboarding process is pretty smooth. And so how these three how these gaming guilds will participate is that, so each community will submit 3 entries. We can actually also check on our end based on the accounts they provided. The top 3 from that community will be averaged and become that community's entry cost, or like the entry. So if it's 32 minutes, 24 minutes, and 22 minutes, that would be roughly around 26 minutes. So, and then that community will be 26 minutes. That's the entry, and there'll be another leaderboard, not the leaderboard on our marketplace, but we'll have a leaderboard that we post on the socials. Like, this is the progress of the leaderboards, and right now these communities are taking the top spots with the times, so everybody can manage it. Of course, they're still blocked behind game time, but for those who want more game time, we suggest several things. So they can announce publicly, they can post videos and footage of the gameplay in their socials, or they can stream on YouTube or Twitch or TikTok, and then they let us know, and then we can just get assigned more game time. And then, of course, they can also donate to charity or Turkey, or for some gamers, we will have a block pass giving block page. I think Yulon and Overseas are setting up, so they can donate, and then we can also assign game time like that. And then that's pretty much the gist of it. So this is a simple one pager. I'll post this in the socials once we confirm all the names. Most of the names are confirmed now, so we'll confirm it and then we'll couple this with a press release. Targeted more towards the looks like my cough is contagious over the internet, and yeah, you guys will be seeing this next week. I hope, certainly hope. Press release, everything's ready. We're just waiting for the name tag collection and getting quotes from the larger ones. That's the Gaming Guild, and that's some sneak peek from two. What else was I supposed to talk about? Am I supposed to talk about anything else? Let me take a look back in the AMA questions. I don't think so. Let me see general chat. LoreKeeper is the following one cannot be recorded. Yeah, the Times Square one can. I don't know. Don't record this one because it's some sneak peek stuff, and these will be out anyway later. Okay. Questions? Any questions? You can take a look at me playing the 3.11 build because I haven't played it. I still have like a little time to spare. You guys can take a look at is it February 12th? Let's try it out. Yeah. I was flipping my game. 3.11. Oh yeah, a lot of game time. 1,000 hours. No time to play. You guys want to see me speed running? I'll show you the first two depths. Since I feel generous today. I guess a lot of people know these already. So it's nothing new, I guess. Oh my god, my mouse. This time I had was 18 seconds. Oh my god, 21, that sucked. I think I need to adjust my mouse speed. My mouse speed is lower than usual. Somehow this... I should adjust my mouse cursor speed. Oh well. A little handicap is okay. So slow. Oh, haven't played in too long.
This is like version. Can I talk?
No, this is just 1.1, so it's the... Yeah, it's a version coming up. But it's nothing new. There's not really any new changes. It's just some bug fixes and some...
Okay, you can still push enemy boots, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
I don't really see much difference compared to the other ones. Ick.
Oh, ew.
Ew. horrible. No sip-sap ops.
Yeah.
Substitute.
I don't really see much changes yet.
Ew. What is this?
Oh boy. That's like 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Way above par. I used to be able to see the fourth tier with the button. But let me take a quick check. But this got buffed. Not that useful in the demo right now. Should I play? I should be doing something. I should be doing more stuff. I'll play Type 2 for you guys next time. Well, I guess most people know how to do Type 1 in 2 minutes. Okay.
Oh.
Type 2 is around 5-ish minutes. 5.5 minutes. Should be on the top end. 5 minutes is doable. So like 7 minutes for first 2 taps should be the norm, and then it's just step 3, whether you can get it. Well, yeah, I think I have to fix my mouse and lack of practice. Okay. The questions. Let me go back to AMA. The general one. Next version preview. What is this? The next version? I mean, for the demo. For season 2 and the PvP, please. I'll announce next Sunday. Or not next Sunday, sorry, next week. I'll screw the PvP no matter what LoreKeeper says. So yes, next Sunday night, expect the PvP build to be witnessed as I play against myself. Well, maybe I'll ask one of the overseas to play against me. But the overseas kind of, well, still lacking behind. I think Shadow-san or Student Sniper is probably the better ones, but they're still around like an hour. But you guys can help them. I don't know. I give them like an ultimatum that they need to get to under 40 minutes, preferably under 30 minutes by this Friday. So please help them out and give them some tips. You guys can give tips though. Okay. Nothing. Don't see anything. Okay, I'll get back to work. All right. Thank you, guys, and have a great night. A great day.